Welcome to episode 61.
Episode 61, baby. Let's go.
Long time no see. We're now in fall.
Oh my
almost.
God. We are, as Tony Soprano did, now wearing a sweater. August 31st, he was in the pool.
Cigar in the pool, now just sweater on the outside.
Yep, and those are the vibes. I mean, literally straight today, it's already been getting a little bit cooler.
That entire show feels like just fall vibes.
It does.
That could be like a fall movie.
Yeah.
Or I mean, a fall TV show.
It could.
You know, like Gilmore Girls, Twin Peaks, The Sopranos.
The Sopranos, Home Alone, winter movie. Yeah, there's definitely a ton of movies and like shows and stuff that are.
But you know what? If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. I think we're at 164 right now.
Mm-hmm. Please subscribe. Please like the video. Please comment. And on Instagram and TikTok and anything else that we're on, go and give us a follow. Well, we really appreciate it, especially TikTok.
TikTok appreciates it.
TikTok appreciates this extra. I don't know why. They're just they want more followers.
Yes, sir. And the merch is still up for sale.
Yeah.
Right. So pick it up. Unfortunate story. I lost my GPB hoodie.
No.
This was a while ago. Maybe like 4 months ago. I just noticed, it's gone. I thought it was just like in my hamper. I didn't bother looking for it. So then when I did the laundry, it never showed up. And, ever since then, I can't find it anywhere. I don't know if I left it at your house, at the other place, somewhere else.
Yeah. Damn. That is sad.
I mean, it was starting to get faded, so I probably should get a new one.
Yeah, maybe you just had a birthday. Maybe someone will get it for you for your birthday.
You know what would be a nice color? That brown.
The brown?
The light brown?
Yeah.
I don't know, just like the fall brown color. I feel like that'd be like a pumpkin spice brown.
Was that an option?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we only did black, gray, and maybe white.
And white. We might have to add that on. Maybe we'll have to do another drop.
The fall drop?
The fall drop. I mean, it's been long enough. We don't have a ton of people that are buying other than us and like a few close friends. But, like you were saying, maybe the gear is starting to get worn out a little bit. So it's time to get some new stuff going. And
since we're moving into the fall season, anybody in the comments, please comment your favorite thing about fall.
Favorite thing. You want to, should we go and give ours real quick?
I think, honestly, as soon as it becomes sweater weather, that's my favorite thing.
Yeah. Not worried about having to step outside and just starting to break a sweat right away. At least in
the Midwest, you go outside, it's winter. During the day, it's fall, summer, and then in the afternoon, it's fall.
Yeah, fall in the Midwest, you get almost all four seasons.
It's that awkward stage.
Definitely.
Where the weather can't decide what it wants to be.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead.
No, nothing.
My favorite is the leaves changing colors. I love seeing the changing of the colors. And the grass, the green grass in everybody's yard dying.
It's a very unique thing in the Midwest. All around the U.S., it's just green and then brown. Mm-hmm. No, you don't get yellow, red, all the unique colors to make the landscape.
You get some of those warm tones in the trees. A little bit, but the real stuff that makes it pop, the deep blues of a mountain, lake or river that's stream fed or spring fed. Around here, pretty much everything is mud. So all the water around here, other than maybe Lake Michigan, is all brown.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a good call.
The springtime is when it's the leaves and the flowers all come into color is my favorite part because it's already kind of cold, sweater weather.
Yeah.
In the fall, it goes from steaming hot to sweater weather. So that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I love that.
Just love wearing the same sweater all week. Just so cozy. You get that cozy feeling. You're beating in that sweater.
Yep. You feel like a lumberjack walking around.
Yeah. And I think we've got some fan questions loaded up, right?
We do. Yeah. Real quick. Let me, energy's running a little bit low and we're running a late podcast right now. So instead of some caffeine, I'm going to hit some raw organic honey.
You know, I forgot to drink my caffeine.
For the folks. Would you like a shot?
A shot of raw honey. Sure. Just a little gurgle. A little haktui of raw honey.
A little haktui. Just straight energy. Right to the bloodstream.
Yep.
Spikes the blood sugar.
Love that.
Honey is so good. Mm-hmm. I love honey so much. And one of the awesome things about it is there's been honey found in like 5,000-year-old pots that have been sealed up. And people will go and just maybe put a little bit of water on it and then it becomes edible.
Oh, wow.
Like honey has almost no expiration. Now this stuff that's like really liquidy, it's been put through like a process.
So it's not raw.
So it's not fully raw. The real raw honey is gonna be pretty cloudy, like solidified and a little bit thicker. Yeah, it's got pollen, it's got dead bees, it's got all that stuff in it.
That stuff is really good to put in like your tea, like that untouched raw honey.
Yeah, the unfiltered, maybe unfiltered. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, you get all that good stuff. That's why when people say eating local honey will help you with your allergies,
I think that's just
is that a myth?
It's just
is that just a marketing scheme at the farmers market? Oh no,
it's just a scheme.
Oh, they got me.
It makes sense in your mind.
It does, right? Yeah.
Like, oh, local honey, like, but the thing, you're not allergic to just one thing. Like,
no,
like you just recently did a test and you're allergic to every type of pollen.
Yeah,
bees don't pollinate everything, and
but I mean, if it's, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I got a pill poppers. I got a poke and stick, not tattoo, allergy test, and they just stuck everything in my back. Came back 15 minutes later to make sure everything was looking good. Left, came back another 15 minutes, and on a scale of 0 to 4, 4 being like the worst, 0 being no reaction, allergic. I was a 4 on like every type of tree they tested, every type of grass, every type of pollen, dogs, cats. The dogs one is ironic, which we'll get to later. Mm-hmm. Even cockroaches.
Wow. I didn't know you could be allergic to cockroaches.
Right. And let me throw this on you. Cockroaches are really common in warm climates. So some coffee that I get will give me like almost like an allergic feeling. Like maybe it'll cause my nose to start running, or like my throat and like lungs to kind of start wheezing. And I always wondered what that was. And then somebody let me know that sometimes cockroaches will just be in these coffee beans and it'll contaminate these coffee beans. And that'll kind of cause like an allergic reaction in some people.
What kind of coffee grind are you getting? Like Folgers or Costco, Kirkland? So
right now I'm using coffee ground, pre-ground, which people would not recommend that usually. Mm-hmm. They usually recommend getting the bean itself, grinding it on site. But it's pre-ground and it's from Kenya. Somebody at work has a girlfriend who lives in Kenya. And he's a digital nomad. So he travels from Indiana to Kenya and back all the time. So he brought 2 big bags of coffee to the office. And hopefully nobody's watching this because I just took them home for myself. Because they literally were in there for like 8 months and nobody had touched them.
That's free game.
So I just took them home.
That's free game. At the work office, like at the shop, you know, it'll be one day and I see like a pizza box there. That's fair game. I'm taking a slice. Yeah. So you gave plenty of time.
Yeah, Little Caesars or something. Just rip up a slice of pep. Oh, I love that.
But that term you used, digital nomad.
Yeah.
Can you
expand on that a
little bit? On.
Yeah. So it's somebody who can sustain their life while not having like a physical place that they stay. Sorry, no. They don't have like an address that they stay at 24/7. Mm-hmm. So in my brain, it's like, okay, you can work a remote job. This guy, for example, is a computer science engineer. So he can just, as long as he's got his laptop, he can code from anywhere that he can get Wi-Fi. So whether that's traveling around in your van across the country or you're in Kenya.
So, okay.
And I think the nomad part is he is never like in one place really.
Yeah, nomad, like you're always traveling or going somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't really dig in too much. I imagine either he's got family that stuff gets sent to, or maybe he's got a PO box somewhere that people will send stuff to. But I think the digital nomad might be a little bit behind him because now he's got a place that he actually lives at in Indiana.
Okay, so I just grasped onto that because last night I listened to a video called Stellar Nomads.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep like 5 minutes into it, but that's why I just took my interest. It's just like
Stellar Nomads,
just like people like traveling through space, or whatever.
Okay.
Like kind of like what you said. They don't live in a permanent spot, even though they're like in the space. Like they're constantly like traveling and just living in their spaceship.
Mm-hmm. Star-Lord.
So
that's cool.
Let's pull up these fan questions because apparently some people submitted something.
Yeah, so we actually got, I believe, 7 questions. 7 whole questions. Thanks to everybody that left a question. I kind of sent out the request a little late with only like a day before, but we still got a decent amount. So thank you to everybody.
So read this first one.
Yeah. So we've got a question from Poo Poo Pee Pee 123. Whatever happened to Thomas's evil twin dubbed Samot? He appeared in a few episodes, then vanished.
Now, I'd like to think this person's being genuine, just like with a little pizzazz.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're talking about intern Chris. Because a lot of people would have told me in the past that me and Chris look the same.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You guys have... it's probably just like the blonde.
It has to be like the blonde haircut or something.
Yeah, the blonde buzz cut. But yeah, Samot. There's been lore of Sleepy Thomas in the past, and intern Chris, of course. I don't remember an evil twin of yours dubbed Samot. I like that.
Maybe they imagined Samot.
I think we need to roll with it now. And yeah, Samot, the person himself is doing good right now.
I'd like to say so. Yeah, Samot's probably doing well.
Yeah. I think he just got a job recently. A birthday just passed also, and he got an awesome gift from his sister. Did you happen to see it?
No.
You didn't see it?
No.
Okay, I'm going to put this on the screen for you guys. Yeah, I know, right? It fits in perfectly.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you would see it.
Oh, I wasn't clicking.
Okay, yeah. Samot got a Zen blanket from his sister for his birthday.
Zen-themed blanket.
Zen-themed. Yeah.
Honestly, nothing better can top that.
Yeah, so, I mean, it sounds like a few people out there want to see Samot, so...
We'll bring Samot back on.
We'll bring Samot. Let's go to the next question. This one is from the Jonkler.
This is just completely...
This one is just...
bonkers.
Yeah. So question for Liam. In episode 65, it hasn't happened yet, you talked about your struggle with your battle with your addiction to galaxy gas, as well as how you're managing your autism. This resonates with me as a longtime listener, as I too struggle with autism. During your time talking, there was a part where Thomas gets up and does a backflip, and then a front flip, and then another backflip. My question is, how did he do that? Is he stupid?
For one, could a stupid person do a backflip and a front flip and a backflip? Maybe. But why did I do that?
Yeah, I think that's the heart of the question.
I don't think you'll know. I don't think you'll have to ask Samot on episode 65.
Yeah, true. Shout out to the Jonker because he's leading up to an incredible episode 65. Within the next 4 episodes, I'm going to get addicted to galaxy gas.
I think I've heard of that before, though. Galaxy gas.
Yeah, what is that?
It's like a thing. It's like vapor kratom or something. Nitrous oxide.
Nitrous oxide.
It's like a thing. I've never seen it out in public, but I've seen it just like the things that Steve-O used to do.
Oh, that just like shred your brain cells?
Yeah, I've seen people like online with like a whole thing. Like they're just carrying, like imagine a vape, but it's like the size.
It's just a whole thing of nitrous?
Yeah, and like, they just go like as they're like chilling.
Oh my
and like,
God. Oh my, and you're just destroying your brain. Much worse than anything else. Okay, so I'm down. I'm down to get addicted to this.
Well, I mean, he already predicted the future, so you can't stop it.
Yeah. Autism, that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it's fucking up your brain, so
yes,
you'll get some form.
I'll get autism from the galaxy gas.
All right, next one.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know how to do a backflip?
I'd front flip, yes. Back flip, off of like a diving board.
Okay,
like not on the flat surface though.
Yeah, that would be tough. What about trampoline?
Trampoline, if I have some balls, maybe.
Okay.
I did one where I landed on my knees and like kind of like whiplash but backwards. So like I pulled my back and just makes me a little afraid to do it again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, next question from Gilly. More of a request. Can y'all do a prank call? Maybe Craigslist or a job application. Make it as wild as you please. I'm so down to do a prank call. I used to do prank calls back in middle school on the bus. I would prank call random people.
I'm too paranoid. I know most of the time nothing will happen, but I'm afraid like you'll piss off the wrong person somehow. I don't know.
I like the Craigslist idea. Like, especially if it's something super goofy. It's like a guy selling like a bouncy house. It's like, hey, is this going to attract a lot of kids to my yard? And then, like go down that rabbit hole and then eventually drop the fact that you're like, yeah.
You want to go through with that?
For the goofs, for the gaffs. All out of good fun. Gilly, thank you. We'll take that into consideration. Not this episode. But you know what? Maybe next episode I'll start off with I'll put something together. I'll contact a few Craigslist people.
That'll be fun.
I'll set up a call for the day that we're going to record. We'll start off the episode like that.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Little structure.
We got to find something that's going to be able to record like the audio of the person coming through.
If you just put the speaker,
just put up the speaker. Okay,
it usually works.
Okay. Next question from the lovely Kate. What is going to be the next cryptid for the Cryptid Tales series?
Shout
out to everybody that watched that.
Shout out. I think the next topic after these questions is going to be about the cryptic episode. So
okay. Yeah, let's save it for that.
We'll cover it then.
Sweet.
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Kate. Question 12 from Eaton. Have you thought about more vlogs? Yeah, I'm always kind of thinking about vlogs, but it's really hard to like get over that hump of I'm going to pull out a camera
in public
and record. Like that's just it's very awkward. I don't know. Short little like 2-minute vlogs. Those would be fun to put together.
Well, do you count like that one little like pre thing we did for the check episode as a vlog? Like probably, right?
Yeah.
You were recording yourself like driving here.
Yeah.
And then obviously we had the cicada one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just a vlog for the pod or a vlog for its own video. Because if we're gonna do it for its own video, it'd have to be like a unique topic for me. I don't want to just like I'm going to Aldi. come join me as I buy my groceries. I don't know. Me, myself, I wouldn't watch that video.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to make it.
Okay. Let me, I appreciate you saying that. I was going to bring this up later and it's a secret.
Oh.
But I want to say it now. And it just popped into my head and I don't know if it's possible and maybe they won't let us record, but right in downtown Lisle on Main Street, Ogden in Maine. Last night I'm driving by and I see bright red lights in a storefront. Psychic. Palm readings. What if you and I went for like a video and got our palms read?
I'd be down.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun.
Let's go.
I mean, okay. Like what? Like I'm holding the phone or like I've got the phone right there as I'm getting my palm read or you're standing there like recording.
So I think we get mic'd up for sure. And then maybe whoever's not getting their palms read can like record from wherever they're sitting. Mm-hmm. We might need to do a little bit before we pull out the camera to befriend the person who's reading our palms so she trusts us. Because I feel like they probably have a history with people like fucking around with them and stuff. What
about the Meta glasses? Maybe we invest in some Meta glasses.
Invest in some of those? Okay.
You know about those, right? Like they record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember Casey Neistat doing a video with like the Snapchat or the Ray-Bans for like years ago.
The Meta ones look really good.
They do?
Yeah.
How much?
I've not looked it up. I just seen it online and the quality looks on par, like with a camera.
Really? Guys, buy our merch. Buy the merch. We need the Meta glasses. Bring
it in.
The merch doesn't. The merch literally, there's like zero markup on it. We made the merch as cheap as we could so then people could just get it for as cheap as possible. We make no money off of that for the people. Okay. Kind of greasing the wheels of some vlogs. I like it. From OJ. I can only assume it's Owen, my brother.
Okay.
This one's probably the only legitimate one so far. What's the lie you tell yourself most often? This one could get real deep.
I'll do it tomorrow. That's probably, I don't know. I'm not going too deep with it. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to imagine realistically, what do I lie to myself the most about?
Yeah.
And let's say like, I have a perfect example. There's like in our fridge, there's like, let's say a plastic shelf that's cracked. Mm-hmm. And like, it's fine, but sometimes it gets really annoying and like, it'll like slide off or just like not be sturdy enough. And like, I think a simple fix would be just to get like a nice piece of wood, like thin piece of wood, put it there, stain it so it looks nice and like it's a replacement for that plastic thing. Mm-hmm. And I always tell myself, I'll do it tomorrow. Or like, I can go get the wood stuff today. But I'm like, I want to do some other stuff. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know. Do you have an answer for?
I feel like I tell myself a lot that I'm working as hard as I can, when in reality I'm probably not, and like I'm goofing off, or maybe like how productive were you today? I was very productive. When in reality, like maybe I was scrolling on my phone for a decent amount.
But is that like? Are you telling yourself that, or is that like in retrospect? Like yesterday, I think I was pretty good, or like at the end of the night, I was like, I was good today.
Well, I mean that still I think would be a lie because like I'm convincing myself that I had a good productive day.
Yeah.
When in reality, like I did not get as much done as I probably should have. The do it tomorrow one is, I mean, I feel like everybody deals with that one. So I agree on that one.
Okay. So it's not a good answer because everyone says it. Maybe there's something.
No, it's Owen just he said most often. So if that's the lie that you tell yourself most often, I think that's a good one.
What do I say? Yeah, I think that's my. Yeah. I guess that's my answer.
I can't really think of anything else. And finally, from Liam's biggest fan. Oh God,
dude, do you want to read it? Let me read it.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
Okay.
All right, from Liam's biggest fan. Hey guys, recently I've had a problem with my dog edging at the puppy daycare system he goes to. The instructor told me that he won't stop and has gained a posse of rabid Yorkies that follow his every movement, and he even has tried to get tattoos of my dog on themselves. Have you guys had this experience? Need help? No, I have not had this experience. No.
Unfortunately, my puppy would probably be getting tattoos of your puppy on them. God. My biggest fan. I hope you got that bag of hair. Because now it's all grown back. So you've got another bag coming to you real soon.
Really?
No.
You're not going to keep it for winter?
I'm keeping it for winter.
Okay.
I'm just BSing.
I was thinking about growing my hair.
Yeah?
I mean, I shaved it like 2 days ago, but before I did, I thought about like growing it out. Because like, I think you remember.
Oh, yeah.
I think on the pod I've had long hair.
You've had long hair.
But
your hair is so pinned straight. Like there's no curls in it. And no waves.
I don't know. Unless like I get it touched up by Dan like every month or so that it grows right. Mm-hmm. If I don't touch it at all, it's in this stage and then like awkward afro stage and then like scruffy kind of shortish long hair and then it goes in a bowl. Like if I were to not touch it at all, it just goes in a bowl and I hate it. Yeah, I want to get like that Viking flow, like that you showed me before with the braids. I don't know. If I could grow I feel like I've tried once in high school to grow my hair out super long, but it just gets all scruffy and it never gets into like that flow state that I want it to be. Like the way I described what you showed me, the Swedish hipster like hair, like I know it sounds cheesy, but that's what I would want. Right. The cheesy hipster, like, or I mean, Swedish hipster.
Swedish hips enough like on top to maybe put it in like a little bun. Yeah.
And like, when I'm chilling, I just take it out of the bun and I got this fucking flow going.
Got the flow, yeah.
Or like I look like I'm on Game of Thrones or something.
Dude, that's the dream, right? Get an awesome beard and then like some cool hair. Just be a Viking.
Or like I'm in Skyrim, Yeah.
Like, oh, you're finally awake. That's the only Skyrim.
There's a video where it's like Gen Alpha language. I can't. I haven't watched the whole video, but basically just like a random skibbity toilet on there, and then like he's like that bro was on phone now. I'm like, he fucked me up or something like that. Like I don't.
Giat, Rizzler, dude, and they actually talk like that. I was at a wedding and there was some young kids that were actually using those unironically.
Oh yeah,
I'm feeling like old now, like how the millennials felt towards us,
right? You feel like a boomer?
I feel like I'm turning into a boomer. Oh man, I just go to work every. Hello, Peyton.
Can we bring up the?
I think we should do it. So, Peyton, come on,
go to Daddy.
Come here. Oh, she's asking Kate for permission. Come here, Peyton.
Go. Come here. Go to Liam.
Peyton.
Hey, follow my hand.
Hopefully this doesn't mess up the sound. Would you like to say something?
What is this animal?
This animal is my daughter, my furry, beautiful daughter. Her name is Peyton. Kate and I just got her a month ago. We rescued her from a reclaimed puppy mill. So there's a puppy mill and it got like raided. And
how old is she?
She's just turned 4 months.
Nice.
She's an Australian Shepherd mixed with a poodle. So she's hypoallergenic. So she doesn't really bother my allergies too much to dogs, but...
Yeah, you're allergic to dogs, right?
Allergic to dogs, but we still have a dog. Because she's so adorable.
I mean, you're allergic to cats too, right? So
Cats are bad.
So you can't even get a cat either.
Nope. Yeah, she's really adorable, and she brings up the morale. Mm-hmm. She's so good for the mental health.
So, what was the original name for Peyton?
Her original name was Franklin. And she's a girl, and Franklin doesn't really fit with a girl. We call her Frankie. But after seeing her the first time, we were going between a few different names. Josie, Vienna, Casey, Peyton. And after we saw her, we thought she was a Peyton.
Mm-hmm. So just like a list of names and you thought Peyton was right?
Yeah.
No lore?
There is a little bit of lore. She's all black and she's got a little bit of white on her paws.
Yeah.
But one of her legs has white like up to her elbow. So it looks like she's wearing a glove.
Oh.
And there's a basketball player in the 90s named Gary Payton.
Oh.
Whose nickname was the Glove.
Oh, I see.
He's like one of the best defensive guards of all time. Played against Michael Jordan in the playoffs and in the finals, actually. And also like
for the Sonics or
for the Supersonics.
Supersonics.
Yeah. Bingo. With Sean Kemp. Those boys. Oh shoot. Sorry, Peyton.
Oh, Peyton. That's nice.
Yeah. She's awesome, dude. I spent a lot of time home with her because I'm working remote. She's a ball of fun.
Yeah, now you got yourself a best friend.
Best friend. Never bored. Yeah.
That's how I feel with Ricky.
It's great.
When no one's home, he comes and chills with Celia and I.
Yeah.
All he does is just chill.
He's chill. Yeah, she's got her puppy hyper moods, but and she's like a doodle, so I feel like she's always kind of going to be hyper from what I've heard. But
I saw like a infographic. It was like raising know this before raising dogs 1 to whatever months. It's like a cute puppy. And then from something months to 2 years, like pterodactyl. and then back on, it's like a normal dog. So like you got a pterodactyl from 7 months to 2 years or something.
Yep. Oh God, she's gonna hit that. Oh my God. Yeah, she's awesome though. Yeah. Speaking of other new stuff.
Yeah, I got we talked about it on the previous episode, but my Forerunner.
Yeah.
She's doing well. She's doing well. Did an oil change, got some suspension things changed, so she's doing fine. Just took her on a trip to the Warren Dunes.
Yeah. For
the beach. She was pretty good. I mean, you got tents, working AC, so it's like a comfortable ride.
Yeah.
Not like uncomfortable, and gas mileage was fine. I was able to make it there on one tank.
Okay. And then you had to fill up and then tank to get home?
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty decent.
Yeah.
Excited to like go on more road trips, go camping and whatnot. I'm most excited to take the Forerunner to Colorado. I think that would be really fun to just go camping with that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There's some like slight modifications I want to make. Like something with the fuel is starting to get like rusty. Like one part that from the gas cap to the fuel tank, it's getting rusty.
Okay.
So I have the part to change it out. And then maybe like getting like a storage thing that you can put on top of cars. You've seen those?
Yeah.
Maybe that, or like, I don't know, like buy a cheap kayak or something, just so like I have some water recreation thing that I can do in Colorado or wherever. It'd be fun.
I'll scam someone on Craigslist to get one.
Oh, with the phone call?
Yeah.
Yes. Randomly at work, some guy like stopped. I was in Lyle somewhere around, and some guy like pulls over as I'm like doing the paperwork. He's like, "Hey, I got a proposition for you." I'm like, "What?" He's like, I got this thing for free and I wanted to bring it home, but then my wife was like, you can't bring that home. Like, you need to get rid of it. I'm like, what do you need to get rid of? An inflatable hot tub. Do you want it? It's in the truck. I'm like, sounds intriguing, but I don't have room.
Yeah.
It's like, please, man, my wife doesn't want me to keep it. I'm like, I'm sorry, boss.
That's hilarious.
Inflatable hot tub.
Inflatable hot tub. Got it from who knows where. Wife sees it and just like, no.
Seems a little ridiculous. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, right?
Like a hot
you
inflatable?
could fill it up, but then what? I feel like if you're going to heat something up, you don't want it to be like an inflatable, right?
Like plastic?
Yeah, it would pop.
I don't know. Maybe it's a thing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe.
But the car's doing well.
Nice. I have a little car update also. I installed Apple CarPlay, and ever since then, with no rhyme or reason, my car won't start.
Like randomly? Like it just
randomly, won't? It won't. It's weird because it's a push to start, but I think the term would still be it won't turn over because the lights will come on the dash and the AC will turn on, but it'll just click. The engine will just click. It'll go, and it won't fully like turn over.
So it won't even like try. Like it'll just.
It won't like no. It won't go like no. It just.
Then that's probably like a battery or alternator thing.
Okay. If it is the alternator, that is really unfortunate, and it kind of is scary because it happened right after I installed the Apple CarPlay. Maybe for some reason that's drawing more energy. It
might be leaving something on.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
Like your car usually shuts everything down, and maybe the Apple CarPlay is leaving like the Bluetooth receiver on, or I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay. Because originally when I did it, they said to unplug the navigational wire. I didn't do that at first. Those problems started. I went back in and I unplugged it, and things were still going wrong. Mm-hmm. I got a new battery a year ago, so I'm still under warranty. So I'm going to go to Batteries Plus and get that checked out.
Okay.
Hopefully it's just something with that and it's not something deeper, but you might have to visit Thomas's garage here soon to make a little fix, have a little fix happen.
Who knows? It could be an easy.
Yeah.
Repair.
Other than that, tint is planned to go on at some point, as well as potentially installing a roof rack. I watched a YouTube video and it looks pretty easy. So,
you think about doing the tints yourself, or
with the help of my good buddy right here and your good buddy.
I might preface this. Not 100% guarantee. Okay,
that's fair.
Not 100%.
You know,
those guys at the shop, they're doing it in a shop, no wind, no dust. So, like, they have the right conditions. I did it for Celia's car, and, like, a random chin hair got in there.
Oh.
Mine. And, like, you could see. Or, like, the back window. I forgot what it's called, but there's, like, those orange lines that heat up the window in winter. They're, like, slightly, like, thick. So they can catch air bubbles, or, like, if you have a shitty tent paper, then they'll, like, crease it. And it, like, Celia's back window looks horrible. But it makes it darker, so.
Okay.
But it does not look good.
Maybe.
The side windows look all right.
Okay. I'll have to take a look next time I see it. But obviously, you know, that was your first time. You're a little bit better now, maybe.
A little bit.
Maybe it's worth the $250 in labor to just go to a shop and get it done. More, you think?
I got it for $250, but my other friend was quoted $300.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, maybe that'll go to the back burner. So yeah, that's a little bit update on some new stuff. What do we want to move to next?
Harry Potter?
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait, actually Cryptid.
Cryptid? Yeah, before we kind of forget.
Yeah, so Cryptid episode 1 is doing pretty well, I'd say, in terms of our average views.
Yeah.
It's at 70-ish something.
Mm-hmm.
9 likes. Go like it up. Cryptid episode 1, Lake Michigan Sea Serpent. It's a little like like just the side series Liam and I just started.
Mm-hmm.
Long month ago.
Yeah.
Month and a half ago.
Yeah.
We're touching on random cryptids that seem to be interesting. Maybe the current theme is to do each state's cryptid or like one interesting cryptid. But like I guess we kind of did it on the previous episode, but I guess reflecting on what you thought about that process of doing it, maybe.
Yeah, because now we're a month out of doing it, and I feel like you probably have more to reflect on because you're the one who took the lion's share of the editing. I didn't do anything.
Well, produced it together.
We produced it together, but you took it into post, which I mean, every hour or I forget what the thing is. It's like every minute of recording is
an hour
of editing. I think
that could be true.
That might be true.
There were some minutes in there that took me a couple hours.
Yeah, and it looks great. Yeah, everybody leave a comment what your favorite part of that was because Thomas did a great job putting everything together. The sound, the sound, and the video and everything. But yeah, I think I really enjoyed planning that. Planning. I think we learned a lot from it on what to do next time. Maybe I think in general, we could just level up. Yeah. That's a good term. Just go the extra mile on pretty much everything.
I think for sure re-recording the lines. Because there are some parts where I'm like, a little bit too fast here. Or, just like, because like I would try to spice up sometimes when either one of us would take a big breath before reading something. Like I just like, okay, I don't want that big breath in there. Or it wasn't noticeable, but there was one part towards the end where you said one word instead of the other, so then you laughed and then began reading the other thing. So you had that like serious tone, and then right when I cut it, you kind of had like the laughing tone.
Oh, okay.
But you can't really tell in the video because I didn't include the actual footage.
Okay.
You would just see like this, like sea serpent, sea serpent, sea serpent, sea serpent. Something like that.
Yeah.
But like re-recording lines, or maybe like being, maybe thinking of ways to expand it. I think.
Okay.
I found a book at the library. It was like Ghosts of Illinois. It looked pretty interesting.
Oh.
I didn't read it too much into it at all, but I just like scrolled through and like scroll.
Yeah.
I flipped through the pages and it was like, oh, Joliet, Aurora, Chicago Cemetery, and like it had some interesting ones in there.
Dude, maybe that's another idea. Is we just start with all like the Illinois, Lake Michigan Sea Serpent kind of was.
All right, I don't want to be conspiratory, but ever since we've uploaded it, I saw this short about someone like doing like cryptid of each state, Illinois, and like they didn't do the sea serpent, but I forgot what they did. But legend of each state or something like that, like kind of in the line of what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And then someone I subscribed to, they never look at like footage to try to debunk it.
Yeah.
And they've never done like sea stuff. And literally their latest episode is like debunking like sea cryptids. They use the word cryptid in the episode.
Oh my!
And they looked at the Loch Ness monster. I mean, that's an obvious that's too famous, but
right. They've been watching us.
That's what I thought.
That's what I take from it.
I was like, they must have seen our video.
They must have seen it, dude. Let's go, 74 views. That'll be shooting up a little bit once I get some organic posting over to the groups on Reddit and Facebook. That hasn't happened yet, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
But I guess I get to reflect on my process.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely dedication is like what is needed.
Mm-hmm.
Or if not, consistency. Like maybe I'm not dedicated, but I'm being consistent.
Yeah.
I am dedicated, but I try to be a little bit more relaxed. Like after we finished, I'm like, all right, I'll get to it sometime this week or whatever. Like I'll work on it an hour in 1 week. Like when we first finished it, and then the next week another hour. But that wasn't cutting it. We wanted to record another episode. I wanted to get it done. So then I set like a artificial deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really do anything about it. Like the deadline was Sunday. Didn't do anything about it till like Thursday night. And then like Thursday night was like an hour or maybe half an hour. Friday night, half hour. I was like, then realizing how much work it's going to take, that I asked for your blessing to extend the deadline one more week.
Yeah.
And then finally pushing myself for like that half hour every day to do it. And like, of course, the first like few times you're doing it doesn't even count because you're just trying to gain momentum and like, okay, I need to cut up these clips, make sure the audio is synced.
Yeah.
Whatever, put it in a certain order. Just trying to figure out like, where do I even want to start? How do I want it to look? Which doesn't really get going unless you put time in every day to just like think about it. And I definitely got more confident as I was going through. I'm like, all right, I'm getting the flow of it. These keystroke or whatever, like those
hotkeys.
Hotkey? No, not even hotkeys. Whatever, just like figuring out
shortcuts.
Like, the effects.
Oh yeah.
Like whatever. Like, okay, I want to animate it like this, or like looking through YouTube, like finding all the stock that you want to use, like the music, the thing, whatever. AG music or something, like I forgot, AG Co.
Shout out to you.
He's credited in the previous video, so I'm not gonna get in trouble for this, but because I'm not gonna credit him, or he's already been credited. But
yeah, we emailed him about it
for the whole video basically, and it was really good. It like helped the atmosphere.
Yeah, it was a huge part of it,
and definitely makes me like ponder like at how much time is spent on the other like high production YouTube videos that I watch online. Like how much just time goes into that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There's one channel I know has like 2 dedicated editors and it looks insane. So I can't imagine like how many editors does another channel have versus another. Or like this one sci-fi channel, he just makes like, let's say like Galaxy like TikTok edits, it'll be like about Jupiter, but it's like funk and like music to it, and like I don't know where he gets all this fucking footage from that makes it look insane. It's a lot of work to edit.
It is. It's time consuming.
To have it as like a side hobby or like a side passion, it's a time sink.
It is, and it's there's definitely other things that you could be doing on the side that could maybe net you a little bit.
Maybe economically, something else will do you better. But
yeah.
Like if you're finding joy, which I do, in like learning and making something that I can see physically, like that's why I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like because with my work, I'm not really making anything physical. I'm just like putting nutrients into the ground or whatever, making sure fungus doesn't get on a leaf. But like with making the video, like I can see the fruits of my labor.
Yeah.
Like I can press play and like, yeah, I made that.
There we go. Yeah. That's an interesting way. Yeah. Your normal like life is so long term. Whereas I feel like most people editing, like the process would almost be like a little bit longer term, but you've already, your day to day is you're always thinking so long term. So now editing is almost like a short term gratification. That's kind of how I
see where you're going with that.
A little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not exactly, but
I guess now that I kind of brought up sci-fi, this can be a short question.
Yeah.
It was let me do this. How do I turn it on a little bit? Oh, it's on.
It's on.
Okay. Okay.
We'll use this.
All right.
You have a hypothetical.
My sci-fi hypothetical. So do you remember when we talked about like being on a spaceship and then seeing an advertisement whatever. I guess you're going to Mars.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with that, but would you? Okay. Space travel takes a long time, and let's say you get shot out into a spaceship with like a mini civilization, and you're going to the next galaxy over, and you're not going to get there for, let's say, 800 years. Now, would you rather? Yes. Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I don't see your mic picking up anything.
Oh, please. Scroll to.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No! We really need you guys to buy the merch. We really need you guys to buy the merch. I think our other mic just went to shit. But luckily, we've got the Samson, like $70 from Best Buy. So easy purchase.
Okay, so I'm just going to continue. It takes like 800 years to get to the next galaxy. I just thrown that up there. I don't know how long it would actually take. There's like different ways you can go at it. Like if you have like a certain power source, like fusion, or it's like the one that the sun does kind of, then you could maybe propel yourself faster to the galaxy. Or it's like a low and slow where like you just do a little bit amount of energy and then you just coast your way all the way to the galaxy, which takes longer. But would you rather choose the cryo chamber and then get woken up once you're at the galaxy, or health technologies probably be better, so you'll maybe be able to live past 100, like longer, maybe indefinitely, I don't know, but like raise a generation for that's going to be going to like like kind of like a nomad, like living life on the spaceship as you're traveling to the galaxy?
I would want to be frozen. I would want to be frozen. There's a popular show on Netflix. I forget what it's called, but the Earth went to shit and everybody was living up on a spaceship, and it just seemed terrible. So I'm sure some people will want to do that, but yeah, you can freeze me up and let them spend 800 years like researching things and discovering things. So then when I wake up, I've got a lot better of a chance to be able to live and prosper on this new planet.
Without the guarantee of prospering.
Still, because I think my curiosity would want me to see what this new planet is like. Like if I was the first one to step off this ship and take my helmet off and then just die right away, I'd rather do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that my fault. I wanted to think this one more through, but didn't put the time into like working on our pod notes. So I came up with that on the spot as I was writing it down. I think we should probably end this because, one mic only, computer's going low battery. Yeah. It's late. We have work tomorrow.
We're working on Labor Day, though. We're working for you guys on Labor Day. For you guys, man. For you guys. We're doing this for y'all. And for us, of course.
Okay, let's end on the Harry Potter stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Sure, because I can kind of just do this. So yeah, Kate and I, for the first time ever, watched all the Harry Potter movies, all 8 of them. None of the Fantastic BCS. We might get to that, but neither of us have read the entire series. Maybe 1 or 2 books. Nothing past like the Chamber of Secrets, like the second one maybe. So yeah, we went through, and throughout the 2 months, month and a half that we did this, we learned a lot about Harry Potter. We got to talk to a lot of people who are massive Harry Potter fans. It's got to be one of the biggest fandoms in the world. And 8 movies, 4 different directors, if I'm not mistaken, which is very interesting. And first question from Thomas was, what was my favorite movie? And I think I've seen a lot of people agree with this, but this came out of my own decision. I wasn't influenced by anybody. I would like to point that out. And it is number 4, The Goblet of Fire.
Now, what happened?
So in The Goblet of Fire, 2 other like wizarding schools, one all male and all female, come to Hogwarts, and they have like the Tri-Wizard tournament where they pick, everybody throws their name into the Goblet of Fire, and then 3 names are picked out. The 3 of them compete in a bunch of different challenges, high risk of death.
Is that the one with the
super handsome guy?
He was Batman. Robert
Pattinson. Cedric Diggory is Cedric Diggory is his name. Rest in peace, because he dies at the end of that. But there's so many great things about that movie. I don't know what it's called, like a trope. A trope is like a common theme. That's probably not the right word, but I love when there's like the tournaments or there's like big tasks that the protagonists have to go through. So like Hunger Games, Maze Runner, they've got this like big task that they have to complete. I love when that's in a movie, and that's what a lot of that movie was them trying to complete the tasks. Also, it's your first look, and it's the revival of Voldemort when Harry first comes into face with him. And they do that scene so well because Cedric dies, and you get a glimpse at how dangerous he is, which is awesome. I think to wrap it all, I think 3 through 8 are really good. They all have like a little bit of a darker theme. And I think the directors did really good. I could pick out of a hat any of those and really enjoy the movie, but I think 4 was my favorite.
My favorite was the first one or the last one. Ooh. So the first one feels like the perfect like kids like fantasy movie, like with Harry being so young, all of them being so young, and like introducing the world and everything. Like I think it was very good. And then the last one, Harry's all grown up fighting Voldemort. I think it was like just a great like dark movie like setup. The only thing is I can't remember the other movies, so that's why I think the first and last one were good. We watched them all in a row, basically. So
that's a grind. That's shout out to you. So let's see. The second question was favorite character. God, there's a lot of really good characters, and I feel like by being a movie only watcher, there's probably some that I didn't get like a full experience of. I think Sirius Black is cool. I think they could have showed more of him, and they could have gone a little bit deeper into him. Like they kind of did, but I just think like his aura was awesome, and I just thought he was a cool character. His name, how he looked, like his house, just pretty much like everything about him I thought was really cool. He could turn into a wolf. So yeah, he's probably my favorite character. I'm going to grow my hair out to look like him. And then last one was what house were you? The movies really only show love to Slytherin and Gryffindor. So I can't really comment on if I'm a Huffle or a Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. I feel like out of those 2, I'm probably a Gryffindor. Maybe one of like the little quiet ones it's in the back, doesn't really say anything, but when you need me to get out there and be like a beater or something out on the Quidditch field, I will.
My favorite character was Snape, Professor Snape. Yeah. I love him. What's his line? What's his line like? Like Potter. I forgot. There's one line that he always says, but just like his voice and everything, just iconic, and his role in the movie at the end.
Literally, he's got He's got the best character arc out of anybody in the whole series.
Most interesting to me. Yeah. And my house, I took a quiz. I was Slytherin, House Slytherin.
Whoa, that was unexpected. Really, yeah. That's cool.
I guess I am.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely good people in House Slytherin, but it just so happens that the most evil wizard of all time was a Slytherin, or was he? Tom Riddle, Voldemort. I think he was a Slytherin. Yeah, and then Draco, who's actually he was actually not really that bad, but kind of just like is a product of a rough situation. But yeah, awesome series. Take it over Marvel any day. And that's a fact. And that's all, folks. I mean, I'm stuttering over here. I'm making a fool out of myself. I've got stories from Michigan that maybe I'll have to just save for next time. But gosh darn it, it was a good episode. And if it wouldn't be a Grandma's Pillbox episode without a little bit of tragedy. So hopefully we were able to salvage the audio. If not, just leave like a few comments and a few likes on why you hate us, and post it to like your Snapchat stories and everything, and tell people to like leave a bunch of hate because we like the engagement. But yeah, thank you, everybody. We will see you next time. Bye.